I got diagnosed in my junior year at Purdue. And for some reason that I did not understand, like from my freshman to my junior year, I would do really great. Like I would have straight A's, and then somewhere in the semester I would just drop. And I was blaming myself. I thought I was just being lazy, or I wasn't trying hard enough, and all of these things, but I would just fall into a depression. And during the times where I was either normal or I was hypomanic, I was overcommitting myself. But at the time, it wasn't overcommitting because I could handle doing all those things. I could handle being on a strict schedule that's like to the minute planned out. Whereas when I fall into depression, I'm left with all these things that I can't handle. Like I can't handle having 18 credit hours, 2 jobs, and a volunteer thing. I didn't realize that it was something that wasn't necessarily my fault until I got my diagnosis. And once I started educating myself more about hypomania and what that means and like how my depressions affect things, it makes sense to me that I had so much inconsistency in my academics. The good experience that I had with telling somebody that I had that was when I started reaching out to my professors in the middle of the semester when I had that drop. And I hadn't gone to the DRC yet about it because I didn't think that they were going to see it as a legitimate issue. Because to me, which I've found out is wrong, I thought the DRC just only considered ADHD the only legitimate type of mental health issue. Or, if you have something like grief, somebody dies, or the stuff that the Dean of Students handles, or like somebody, death in the family, stuff like that. So I was a little hesitant to go because I didn't think I was going to be approved for any accommodations because I felt like it was something I needed to fix myself, and that, I needed to be that person who can overcome the obstacles, and, that person who writes their story about how I did all of these things despite my mental illness, and I can't be that person. And realistically, not everybody can be that person. So when I started reaching out to my professors, I was really surprised about how understanding they were when, I went into detail about, this is what usually happens to me. I have really bad insomnia. I get really bad depression. And they were more than willing to accommodate me. They gave me extensions, and obviously on the premise that I'm going to turn in like A quality work and not just, get an extension and turn in a C. Like I would turn in the A quality work. So that was a surprisingly good experience for me when I first started telling my professors and going to the DRC with my mental illness.